Hey y'all, what's up my YouTube fam? So, I come before y'all extremely humbled this morning because I told God to make something very clear and he did. so, he told me to be honest about something. So y'all know me and Jay been out here in LA since December. And so, there were some times, as many of my subscribers, where me and Jay had to sleep in the car. And I didn't care because God told me not to say anything at the time. He told me to keep that private. But this morning he's having me to say it because currently where I'm staying, I'm renting a room out. He's having me just say this, but I'm renting a room out from this Persian family. Believe it or not, there's this Persian family that I'm renting this room out from. And the people are really nice. Like, I pray for their family. Like, they love me. They said since I've come here, he tells everyone, like, there's such a peace on my house. There's such a peace in my home. I don't know why God has me sharing this. Maybe it's for a future purpose. But so I went and talked to him because he's been very gracious. Like, I don't have the money. And so he's been like, okay, well, I'll give you to the end of the week. I'll give you this. So now we're to the end of the week as being my last week. And I told God, I said, I said, God, it's okay if you want me and Jay to go back to sleeping in the car.
Something went wrong. Try again in a few seconds.
Y'all, the TV have been doing that for the last 48 hours, randomly nonstop. That's crazy that y'all hearing this right now. But yeah, I think and then it was crazy is I think the couple, they're arguing outside right now. Like, if y'all hear yelling or something, they're arguing outside right now. I don't know what's going on right now, but this is really like, wow, God. Anywho, so I told God, I said, God, I'm okay with that because I've done what the Lord has told me to do. Y'all know, if y'all been following me for years, that he told me to do full-time ministry like 2 years ago. So I'm like, okay, God, I started looking for jobs and everything else recently. Tell me why before I went into the interview, God sat me down. Okay, God said I'm just doing too much, but that's that part. So pretty much I'm not supposed to get a job because of the work that I'm doing for the kingdom. And so I'm just like, all right, God, well, if this is what it has to come down to, like me and Jay has to go back to the car, it's okay because y'all know we will go to the beach. It's just not really okay because it's a previous season for me. God has said it. But at the same time, I was just like, God, but at the same time, I'm just like, God, I don't want to go to my car, but if I have to, right? And so very clearly last night, God came to me and it was just so clear, just because we have to make sure, and this is going to help somebody, that we don't come into agreement with the enemy. And what I was doing was coming into agreement with the enemy. I know what the Lord spoke. God said, you're not sleeping in your car no more, and I was like, well, God, if I have to. And so he showed me asking for help, or he showed me saying this. I was like, whenever I need help, I make sure I ask for help. I'm not going to sit by and just do this. But in the dream, I started being super convicted because where I'm at right now, I was like, God, I don't really feel comfortable doing it. Like, I just don't, because at the end of the day, it's like, God, it has to be something different. But I also learned that there's a purpose for everything that God has us do. So that brings me to this part of it where it's like, if y'all feel led to help me, go ahead. If y'all don't. I look to y'all as my community, as my family as well, because I'm out here in LA. It's only me and Jay. I have nobody to turn to besides God. And me turning to God, he's turned me to come here. Because apparently somebody already knows this, and maybe God has talked to you about my situation, but because I'm always happy and I'm a ray of light, maybe you don't know. I don't know what it is, but I'm posting this here. So I love y'all so much. Y'all already know the donation links and things of that sort. Words of encouragement. But I mean, like, we made it through the worst part of the journey. You get what I'm saying? Like, God is good and he has been keeping me. And I can say that I've experienced the presence of God. And it is full of joy. Like, and I'm trying not to cry about that. Like, I have experienced the presence of the Lord out here in LA. And I experienced his presence before, but not like this. And so I love you guys so much. Y'all can type any words of encouragement down below, because I know everybody's struggling and I don't want to look over nobody else's issues, but I'm also just being obedient to what I'm being led to do. So save the hurtful comments. It ain't like it's gonna hurt me no way, but I'm just saying. I'll talk to y'all later.